Alright, welcome everybody to the Banner Saga. This is a bit of an older game, but we plan to go through all three games eventually.
Eventually.
Not cramming them all in at once unless we're that obsessed. Unless we just want to binge it like I do in anime.
And from what you tell me, this has nothing to do with the Incredible Hulk.
Well, I mean, I look at it, alright? Look at this title screen. You can't tell me that Thor's not going to be involved in this somehow.
Yes, the Bruce Banner Saga. Ha.
I mean, she's wearing green. Does that count?
Maybe. And that's the end of that joke.
You were so proud of yourself for that joke, weren't you?
Yes.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that Marvel hasn't taken that idea yet and tried to roll with it. Maybe because they haven't made a very good Hulk movie yet. I mean, unless you count Thor Ragnarok. But
I haven't seen it yet. I know.
He cameos it. I think it's a cameo.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only there for like one fight. I haven't seen it either, so I'm assuming.
I did see the clip of like Thor going, yeah, it's my buddy Hulk. We go back a while, and everybody's just staring at him.
Yeah, Hulk was also still pissed at him because he did something in one of the previous movies that pissed him off. That's why that fight doesn't go too well for Thor immediately. But yeah, let's get into this.
Yes.
Lovely horn section. Oh, okay. Hold on. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through tenuous alliances, driving back destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
Wait, the sun stopped? Did the sun go out?
We'll find out. I honestly don't remember. It's been a while.
Oh.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanfor. It has been several long months on the road.
Oh, there is voice.
The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand,
Very faint on
largest
my
of
end,
the trade
but,
cities on the Val-human borders, and our last connection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way.
I thought you knew the way. No, I thought you knew the way. Does any of us know where we're going?
I am not quick to superstition.
Don't talk about that.
I myself
Maybe he
will
does.
be glad
We'll just
to be
find a little
done
red guy
with
come in.
this
I
year's
know the way.
rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
And the name of the governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What do you mean the governor? That's the governator.
Oh, my mistake.
By the way, if you haven't noticed, at the very least these characters are hand-drawn. I'm not sure about the background. They are too.
Yeah, the background don't seem as crisp. I mean, crisp in a hand-drawn way. Not crisp as in like crusty.
Well, there's a lot of murder going on.
Yes.
Verfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
Alright, so this is a turn-based strategy game.
Oh, one of those.
Isometric view.
Is this real time, or is this one of those like, oh, Final Fantasy Tactics, Super Robot Wars, where you move and then like you attack, they attack?
That. It's that.
Okay.
The chieftain in red and his men are looking at them. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen, da 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 da. Check mark, continue. And here is our turn order.
Okay.
Movement happens before action. Shoot there. Sounds. Oh, that's right. If I remember right, you can extend your movement at the cost of your attack.
Or by leveling up?
And there's no level up. No, is there? I don't remember. I don't remember if there's level up in this.
Okay.
Hard allies are a race of giants called the Varl. Take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill up only a single tile. This can have a huge impact on strategy. Click down, confirm marks. Let's shoot out there. Yeah. Okay, I have to go there. And confirm. Target an enemy, click on the ground on which they stand. All blue. Any allies are blue tile. Any allies have. Alright. Choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. Numbers behind each card from 2 and 5 show the damage that you will do to that stat. Strength counts as both health and damage. Loss of 2 strength means you'll do less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Overblock
So,
damage.
strength is your defense in this sense of things.
Strength is kind of the combination of damage and health.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Huh.
The more damage you take, the less damage you deal out, the closer you are to falling over.
Well, I guess that makes sense in some things. That you're weaker, you can punch softer.
Alright, armor blocks strength damage, but it's reduced by the allies. But can be reduced by a break attack. Armor break, breaking armor, open them up to take more damage in the future. Enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him.
So can you do 2 shots at once since you're basically twice the size of a normal square?
No, I don't think so. I think the idea is just that they generally have bigger stats.
Ah.
But because they're taking up more squares, they're a bigger target.
Oh.
He's down. He's down. Each time you take a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your character. Okay, so yes, there is a level up. 2 and 3.
I remember years ago, and this has, I think I brought this up before, the Full Metal Alchemist beat 'em up RPG. Crap, what was it called? Iron and Flame. If that name does sound at all familiar to you.
What was it on?
AdultSwim.com.
No, I didn't play anything off of that site.
Okay, but it was basically an RPG / beat 'em up where you could cast alchemy spells assigned to like your ASD keys, punch, kick, use Edenal, and about that time there was a Inuyasha strategy game. It was set in a either 3x5 rectangle, and you had like 3 or 4 different attacks and a up, down, left to right. And I think as the game progressed, like double up, double left, whatever. And the idea was you pick 3 cards at the beginning without knowing what 3 cards your opponent chose, and you would like jump randomly around the battlefield, hoping you would be close enough to your opponent to deal an attack. I forget what the name of that was called, but I remember really playing the hell out of it when I was a lot younger. It's like one of those forgotten Flash games now.
Huh. The character does not move on his turn. He can rest or gain 1 willpower. Okay.
Did you ever play any like really good Flash games you remember when you were younger?
I remember playing Ski Stunt Simulator a lot.
Ski Stunt Simulator?
Yes. Lucas Fist in the story above to add willpower gives you extra damage bonus, that's why. Yes. And that
Was it 2D? Like early 3D?
It was 2D.
Okay.
Basically, your mouse controlled how the skier would crouch, right? And you could choose different courses, which would have different a different setup for
like
the.
a rabid wolf,
that
one.
story.
How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and war restore to
kill them all?
even before the threats arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more threats to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's
this
not
is
the
Norse.
first. A dozen families in the city would
And
gladly
God of
take
War
my chair.
4,
This one had men waylaying
whatever,
merchants,
in-
both north and
Yeah.
south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
How much do you want to bet there's ancient symbols hidden underneath this temple?
Funny you mentioned that. There is symbology going in this that I've seen, that I recall.
Okay.
Anyway, back to Ski Stunt. Yes, you used the mouse control how the character would crouch, and it was based on like where the movement of the mouse would be. For instance, like let's take this square and say that this is like the window from the Flash game, right?
Okay.
So let's say that the center would be like fully stood straight up. So you would drag it down to here, and he would crouch down. And as he's going down the mountain and hitting different jumps, he would, you know, based on how you crouched or hadn't crouched, he would do flips and stuff. It was a very interesting, like, physics-based game. And there were points where you could get down to the bottom, and other ones where you just, there was no way. Like, it was nuts.
I think I played a spin-off of that about like shopping cart stunts or something like that.
It was reused a lot, like the basic idea of it.
Okay, because the more you're saying it, the more I'm like, wait, did I play it?
I know that back in the day that was one of the few things that wasn't like being blocked off by the school firewall. So it's like, we gotta go in and play, 'cause it's like the only game we can play.
Oh, speaking about like games at school, I remember whatever blocker we had would say like the name of the reason why it was blocked in the URL, and I would always change it. Well, not always, because she caught on after about 2 or 3 times, but to my computer teacher's last name, and I'm like, Mr. Legansky, it's blocked because of you. And she's like, wait, what? I say, it's Eric Organsky. And she's like, what did you do, Brandon? I'm like, I don't know. It came up Eric Organsky.
Do you want to voice this guy? Because we don't have voices right now.
Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor business. Ublin, is it? Or Ubin, isn't it?
It is.
Oh,
You're
the
up.
governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric.
Actually, the choices are me talking, but okay.
Oh, sorry. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire.
What does he want exactly?
Scufflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping that you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. I'm sorry, I'm a bit drunk. I may be slurring a bit.
There's plenty of meat around. Doesn't surprise me.
If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us.
Oh, so you have a rat?
Maybe.
You don't have a rat. Well, then I'm disappointed. Could kill to eat that rat. Like marked to this promotion tent.
Let me handle this.
You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on the briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach.
I'm not in a good mood today. For what?
That's the voice you... Alright. Okay.
Talking to an idiot. The Scoffley's...
Yes, that's the voice I'm going with.
The Scoffling's chieftain bled out about an hour ago. Had? So what are you going to tell me about the rat's anus the rest of them curled back into? Nobody's going to try to kill you this time.
I feel so bad for that rat. That'd be quite painful. All those people.
I don't talk to. They don't talk to me.
Let me see. What do I want to do? They don't have patience for this. Sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table.
Wait, just buy one of these. Everybody thinks I'm worked over every week. How am I supposed to know much? Just for a little food money, yeah?
I think that was still had.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just a little food money, yeah?
I like how he has like a lazy eye here. I'm just noticing. Like it feels like it's a lazy eye. Or maybe it's this one because it's not like focusing more toward the direction. It's like a little off.
Maybe they're both lazy eyes.
Maybe they both are. I mean, he has very long horns. He's been alive a while. I'm gonna intimidate him. You mentioned Tikhonov. Your enormous bodyguard looms over the man like a snake over a mouse.
Gods! Eric, laid it on pretty heavy, don't you think? Where are the scaffoldings? Nobleman up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I know.
Odd skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gnolf, Gnolf, were you wearing green back in the Great Hall? No! Just bought him while we were walking around. Why?
Yes! Yes!
You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant.
Ooh, burn!
Gnolf goes off to look at more skulls. Eric! That man of yours seems unreliable at best.
A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be a scaffolding. If they're licking their wounds, they're probably gone to old haunts, not new ones.
Nobleman is a mead hall.
Best I can tell, the name is ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there.
Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort?
What a luxury. Come on, you already mopped up worse today. Take a load off, why don't you?
Just making sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tea.
I'll remind him. I will. In my own special way.
Meat house. You arrive at the front of what must be a nobleman. I keep wanting to say "the" in front of that. A few minutes later, Eric.
He's not a superhero.
I know, but it's the title of a freaking building, of a bar. I mean, I feel like a "the" should be in there. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgar.
I'll point them out.
Eric says over his shoulder.
Ready?
Let's get this over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Alright, I think we will continue this on the next episode, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
See you then.
See ya.